Black business will never work in the black community because black people don't like to support black people. Every time you look around when a black person open up a black business, the first thing they do, their cousins, relatives, anybody they know in their little circle, they try to advertise to them to come and support their business. The first time they get there, they ask them, can you give me a discount? Can I get this half off? You always want to come to them and want to be extra when they come down there supporting these people in their black business, but you would never go to Ming Lean business and try to get her for the discount. You never go to Ashley's business to try to get no discount. You would never go to Walmart and try to get no discount. Guess what you gonna do? Pay them people what they want for their product. You won't pay them people what they want when it come down to going to their establishment. You might act the ass every now and then, but you still shop and participate at those people's establishment. When it come down to black community, no, we won't do that. We always want a discount. We always want thrown our way. We want to take accountability. Hey, we put trillions and trillions of dollars in America, but we won't come together like butt cheeks and make the shit happen in our own community like the Mexicans
That was a crazy example.
do. When the Mexicans get here, they have a community and they make it happen. When the Arabs get here and come to our community, they get loans to especially open up stores in our community because that's the only way they get the loans. And they tell them if they keep the community like the local liquor stores or the hair stores and nails, all that crap that you see all the foreign people have in black communities, they get loans strictly for those business right there. Then they send their money back out into the other communities that actually thriving, that they ain't not gonna spend their money in our community. And they come out in our community, make so much money out of our community, and we sit there and let them do that over and over and over. Why we can't just come together and say we open up our own stuff in our own community? Them big.
Okay, so I'll speak first on this point. There is some truth to. I agree with him when he says that there are too many black people. Not all black people, but there are too many black people that want a discount when it comes to somebody that they know. That discount shit has to stop. You know, I don't care if this your cousin. I don't care if you pay the price. If your cousin is whoever, your friend, your brother, pay the price that it cost. Because, like he just said, you wouldn't go nowhere else and do that. I'm not that type of person. I don't need. Well, let me get this for. No, I don't want nothing for free. I'm gonna pay what you charging because that's just what it should be. And we have an issue with that in the community. I know people personally in my life that did that shit. And it's just like I've had people like. Because some people know that I build websites. And I used to build websites for a while. And I used to hate when I would talk to people and then know me like, oh, what's up with the website? You could do a website for me? I'm like, yeah. They'd be like, you can fuck with me on it, right? No, I'm not about to fuck with you on it. No, you're not about to get no free ass website. Why the fuck would I do a free ass website? You know how much effort it takes to make a website? What the fuck would make you think I'm gonna do a website for you for free, nigga? Why would you ever think that I would make you a free website? You think that's just something that you just do easily? No, a website is a lot of effort and work if it's good. No, I'm not about to do no free website. Nigga, what is wrong with you? And then as far as the whole notion about the immigrant stuff, that's not true what he's saying about how they all come together. No, they don't. Because if the Mexicans and all of these other immigrants were coming together, then they would come together in their homelands, and their homelands wouldn't be a piece of shit. So you're completely incorrect when you say they come together as a community. No, they don't. They have to flee to America because they can't come together. Because Mexico is so riddled with crime and is so riddled in bottom of the barrel culture. A lot of these Asian countries are so riddled with certain parts of it, so riddled with crime and bottom of the barrel culture. Don't even get me started on the Arab countries. You really want to go there? The Arabs? Really? No, they don't come together. They have to flee and come to first world countries because they can't come together. That's the real truth behind it. Now, if you want to talk about, when they come to America, they'll probably be more inclined to get around each other. Well, because they all have the same plight. We had to flee our homelands to come to America. So we got to stick together because they had to flee. They had to flee. So yeah, they're going to be more inclined to have the same mentality because they all left and they got the same mentality. Like, all right, we got to figure this out while we're here. Figure this shit out while we're here because we had to flee and it is what it is. That's where that mentality comes from. But to his own point, he's kind of destroying his own point when he says, it's because of the loans and stuff. You're right. It's because of the loans, the grants, the vouchers, the food stamps. They get a lot of these things when these immigrants come over here. They get a lot of benefits from the American government when they come over to America. But that would actually go against your point because is it coming together or are they just getting free stuff from the government? Which one is it? Which one is it? And it's very easy to come together when you get free stuff from the government. Black Americans don't get nothing free from the government just because they're Black American. You have things like, certain things that Americans get in general. Food stamps is not for Black Americans. Food stamps is for all Americans if you can qualify for it. you know, like, even with like a stuff like people used to bring up, oh, reparations is affirmative action, reparations is DEI. No, affirmative action is benefited white women more than any other group in in this country. Affirmative action benefited white women. DEI benefited white women. White women are the overwhelming majority beneficiaries of these so-called programs that are not exclusively to black people. Not all black people are poor. Not all black people don't have anything going on and can afford groceries. So that actually goes against your point. But let's keep going though.
Plazas and all that stuff that be in nice communities right there. But no, when you go to the black communities, all you see is poverty. All you see is trash. All you see is just vacant houses, all type of shit. But we don't want to support each other.
Again, another point. This is a lack of intelligence you see seeing this dude. No, I don't know what black communities that you're going to, but all you see, you said all you see in a black community is poverty and trash. No, that's not true. There's plenty of black communities where that grandmother that owned that house, that grandfather that owned that house, I wish you would even breathe on a yard wrong. They keep their yard together. That grass looked like it was cut by a damn, like they took a knife and cut every blade perfectly across. That's how perfect their grass be looking. So no, that's not true. The black community is not just trash and poverty. You want to talk about real trash and poverty? Go to some of these Middle Eastern slums and tell me something. Go to some of these Latin countries and their slums and tell me something. Go to Africa in the slums and tell me something. Go to the Caribbean in the slums and tell me something. Go to these other countries in their impoverished areas and tell me if their community looks messed up or black American hoods look messed up. Let's see if you keep that same energy. This is somebody with no disrespect to bro, but this is a 5 mile radius mindset that he's speaking in because people think America is the only thing. This is why black Americans get the hate that we get because even we do it to ourselves because people think, again, the world is just America. No, the world is not just America. It's not. It's not. Some of the most dangerous places on earth is not Chicago. It's not Detroit. It's not Memphis. It's not St. Louis. You know where it's at? Guadalajara. Take your ass over to Mexico. Take your ass over to Haiti. Take your ass over to some of these countries. Take your ass over to some of these Latin countries and see if you gonna keep saying the same thing about black Americans. Take your ass over there and see what happens to you. Some of these Latin countries are the most poverty-stricken, crime-riddled areas. They don't even keep tabs on sexual assault cases in these countries. They don't. Do y'all know Venezuela? Go to ChatGPT, look up Venezuelan sexual assault rates. Do you know that they don't even keep a record of it? Do y'all know that? Do y'all know that they don't keep a record of Venezuelan sexual assault rates? Or sexual assault numbers? Can you imagine all of the women that are in these countries that get sexually assaulted, that get raped, that get just brutally dealt with by men, and it just nothing happens to those men? You want to talk about like poverty and not coming together, dude? Come on, man. You being disingenuous. And the difference is black Americans have a historic thing that we've went through called Jim Crow, called redlining, called slavery, called all of these other things and systematic oppression things. You can't get a house over here. You can't move anywhere else. You can't work here. We've had all of these things that go against our communities. Now they just do it where it's just not in your face no more. Now they just do it under the table. We've had all of these things happen to us specifically that put a lot of our situations that we are in, right? And I'm not the type of person to say all the black people the victim because we did take accountability for a lot of the shit that we do. Not everybody is white people's fault. Or not everything is white people's fault. But there has been a systematic thing, a stronghold that has made black Americans be in the situations that they're in historically that none of these other communities had at the same level of us. And a lot of these other communities, they did it to their fucking self because they didn't want to build it up and they wanted to flee and they didn't want to hold their people accountable. So you can miss me with that bullshit. Let's keep going.
We sit back and take triggers and dollars out of our own community when it come down to trying to open up business. No, black people don't have the mental capacity when it comes to sticking together as people and making something happen. We won't.
Here we go again with mental capacity. This is the white supremacist talking point. Now you're talking about like we have a deficiency of brain power. That's why we can't do. And if that's your logic that we have a deficiency of brain power, well, then that means we're handicapped. So that means that we should be getting money from the government since we have such this deficiency of intellectual power that we cannot conceptualize helping each other or making right decisions. So that means that we're people that should be dealt with accordingly, right? Since we're all dumb, we all don't know nothing, we all just ooga booga. That's all we are. Cool. Then where are my monthly handouts for my disability check? If what you're saying is true, that's all I'm saying. Where are my monthly handouts? Where are my couple grand a month? Because I'm gonna take my dumb ass. I'm gonna be flying here, flying there. I'm gonna be doing all type of shit with my stupid ass since I don't know nothing. Where my money at then? That's my question. Let's keep going.
Don't do that. We always want to complain about a whole lot of this and a whole lot of that, but we spend trillions of dollars on an average basis where we don't understand we are our own downfall of trying to make a change in the black community in a lot of ways, but a lot of people will never understand that.
He's correct about we don't spend our money in the ways that we should. He is correct on that. I 100% agree with him on that. We spend our money on a bunch of dumb shit.
Because it's a lot of black people that want to be business entrepreneurs. A lot of people want to go through trying to do something positive in their life. But when they try to get it out here and say that they want their own community to support them, we don't know how to do that. We always want to on the next person that's trying something different. We always want to throw shade on them, hate on them in every possible way. We don't know how to support us like the other communities do. When other races come over here, they get together. They families get together, work minimum wage ass jobs, and save their money and get business. And y'all be wondering how the fuck they get business like that. And we be looking.
No, they don't. This nigga is so uneducated. No, they don't. First of all, if you have a family that came together working minimum wage jobs, where the fuck are you gonna get the money to start a fucking business? Because if they're working minimum wage jobs, you're under the assumption that they're saving all of their money. You fucking idiot. No, they're getting taxed. They're gonna have to pay for things like deodorant and toothpaste and food and an electric bill and a light bill and a phone bill and maybe mortgage if they have to pay for that. Why are you sitting here talking and acting as if all of these different people just come over to America and they just work so hard and they just get everything? No, they get things that black Americans don't get. Dumbass nigga. Like international scholarships and shit to get into college. Like housing vouchers and food stamps and shit. Even if they're fucking illegal. They get all type of benefit government handouts and shit. That's why they're able to get a one-up. You just said it earlier. And a lot of these loans that a lot of these adults get when they own a 7-Elevens and all of these gas stations and all of these stores in the black communities, those are loans that they don't even have to pay back. That's the truth. A lot of those stuff they don't even have to pay back. I broke down a big, beautiful bill. One of the things that I hated that Trump added into that bill is tax cuts for immigrants who own businesses in urban areas, which we know what urban means. That means niggers to the white people. So thank you, Chapo. He's saying a bunch of shit he heard another motherfucker say. And I hate niggas like this because they think they're intellectuals and they're not. And they actually don't know how to break these things down. Break these things down factually. They don't know how to do that. They just trying to be the woke black person that's different. And yeah, man, these black people ain't shit. That's how Anton Daniels talk. This that Anton Daniels shit. This that I'm the different black person because I got a good job and shit. Niggas, shut up, because you don't even know the real history or the true facts behind it. Little ass nigga. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about, nigga. Let's keep going, my nigga. This nigga just be saying shit. Say shitism. That's what this is. This is just say shitism.
How the fuck they get business like that, and we be looking crazy like, wow, we can't never do it because we don't have no backbone to stick together. All we gotta do is go play, shoot a ball, and hoping one of our family members get out the struggle. Go be entertainment, hoping one of our family members get out the struggle. Go to the streets and hope one of our family members get all us out the struggle. That's all we ever look for as black people. When somebody actually trying to start some entrepreneur, that shit works for some, but it don't work for a lot because a lot of black people don't want to support it. Then we gotta run up there and take our business up here to the other people and hope.
To add on to that point, partly what he's saying is true, but he's also assuming that every black business is ran properly. How many black businesses, I don't know about y'all, but I know about me, and I think it depends on the city. How many black businesses have y'all been into where you were treated so fucking disrespectfully for no reason? The fat baby mama bitch behind the counter got an attitude. The fucking janitor got a fucking attitude. The owner got a fucking attitude because his worker ain't doing right, and he blaming it on your ass or taking it out on you, I guess. I'm not about to support your business just because you black. I'm gonna support your business because you do good business. Now I may be more inclined to support you because you're black, right? So if I be like, let's say if I'm at like a vendor place or like some seminar where they got like maybe different vendors and shit, right? I may see the black woman over here. I'm like, I want to go support this black lady. But if I walk up and you got a fucking attitude, I'm not about to buy your fucking book. Fuck you. I'll go buy it from the white man or the white woman. Because at least she not giving me no motherfucking ad. I'm not about to support you, bitch. Fuck you. That's the way I look at shit. So he's under the assumption that all of these black businesses that get started are done in the correct way. The product could be fucked up. The customer service could be fucked up. All of these things. I talked about it when it came to black barbers. A lot of black barbers give people terrible fucking customer service. They do. They have terrible fucking customer service. You in there trying to get your haircut, this nigga ordering wings and scampi dinners and shit. And then the LeBron, nigga, cut my fucking hair, hoe ass nigga. Nigga licking his fingers and ordering scampi dinners and dipping shit in sauce and shit. I'm about to fuck this barbershop up, nigga. Cut my hair. Cause I got here at, my appointment was at 4, nigga. I got here at 3:30, nigga. I ain't getting into the chair until 4:25, nigga. Cause I had to go pick up my baby mama. She tripping and shit. You and that bitch hoe ass nigga. I got shit to do today. Cut my motherfucking hair. That's real shit. And I'm just talking about a barber. I know the women probably experience it with nail techs and people doing y'all hair and shit. But I ain't got time for that hoe ass shit, nigga. I'm a man. I got shit to do, hoe ass nigga. So make sure my shit is right. When I was in Chicago, I had to deal with that. Well, luckily it was only one barber, but I ended up having to go to the Mexican dude. The Mexican nigga got me together. Nigga was on time. I get there at 1:45. My appointment at 2. I'm in the chair about 1:55. Latest I'm in the chair is 2:05. He in that ordering wings and shit, arguing about shit. Nigga, cut my hair, nigga. He getting shit done and he going to the next person. So a lot of black people that own businesses don't even view each other as we even respect each other enough to even own the business or run it in a proper way. So you have to add that context as well. He's saying some truth when it comes to how some black people don't want to support each other for sure. But let's not get this shit twisted when it comes to these actual businesses that don't want to even do right by the people that are patronizing at their businesses, my nigga. Come on, man. Let's keep going though.
Hope that work out in a competition with them and it always fucking fail because he can't draw enough for our community to come up there and support the business because wherever the business is, it's not enough minorities there that actually like the materials that's being sold in that business. So they lose all the way around trying to take their stuff away, but they don't want to open it up in the black community because they said it's going to get broke into. As they said, there's somebody going to happen to it. It's not going to get the support that they are looking for.
So why they didn't open up them same businesses in their own community then? I don't know if he's talking about immigrants or blacks, but if he's talking about immigrants, why them same immigrants didn't open up their businesses and in their own communities in their own homelands? Explain that. These Latinos and all of these people, the Arabs and the Asians, why don't they stay in their homeland and open up these businesses there?
So they got to run up there. Man, I can go on and on and on when a lot for y'all black people don't even like to listen to even understand why we are so lost out here, why we so divided in a lot of ways, because we always in competition. Who got the latest this, who got the best this, name brand this, name brand that. That shit don't.
Man, that's nigga shit. Stop the book. Man, this is nigga talk that y'all seeing, bro. Who got the most this? That's young. That's niggas in my age group that do shit like that. That's not the majority of the black men and women. That's young 18 to 25-year-old little nigga shit, little girl shit. That's not grown-ass adults with kids and jobs and cars and shit, paying health insurance and car insurance and shit. They not worried about what the fuck a motherfucker got on, nigga. That's young nigga shit. This is young nigga talk. This is your community that you hang with, nigga. This ain't the average black American. This is who you be with, nigga. This is the bottom of the barrel. This ghetto culture ratchet shit. Worrying about who got the most. That's niggas, that's 18 to 25-year-olds. You got a couple people that's older that do that. But for the most part, that is like people that's fresh out of high school. Miss me with this. This is not the majority of the black community, man. Bullshit, nigga. He up here talking and babbling because he heard another motherfucker say shit. Now he think he's smart and woke.
Don't mean nothing. They make tons of money off us being stupid all the goddamn time. Ignorant to the fact that we want to go out here and have name this, that, and the third. Boy, black people just need to be accountability for what things we do every single day. And I learned that myself because I was falling victim to this. When it come down to keep being a victim to this system, boy, black people won't count themselves accountable for nothing these days. We always want to play victim in a lot of ways, and we is victim in a lot of ways. But it's like a lot of ways we can just own up to us. that we just keep doing consistently, decade after decade after decade. We won't actually know that we put so much money in this economy where we just keep letting it go to other races and we don't put it back in our own race and make us be thriving wherever we need to do. But I'm not going to go on and on because this video is too long as it is, and a lot of people don't even want to keep paying attention to what I got going on and what I'm saying because they didn't heard this ton of time over and over again, but a lot of black people don't want to hear this. And that's just my opinion. That's just being honest.
Whole time, he got a hat that's not owned by a black person. This is a Orlando Magic's hat. He got a t-shirt that's likely not owned by a black person. He in a car that's not owned by a black person. Like, nigga, stop. You on a phone that's not owned by a black person. You're posting on TikTok that's not owned by a black person. Miss me with the bullshit, my nigga. Miss me with the bullshit. It be people that talk and say shit like this, but they never operate in this shit in real life. You think he go to all his clothes are black owned businesses? You think he only eat at black owned restaurants? Bullshit, nigga. You don't even operate it in your own life. You got an iPhone, you go to work, you listen to another motherfucker. Like, stop it. You bullshit, my nigga. I can understand that there are some things that he says that's true, sure. But him acting like it's just a clean slate. All blacks are just worried about who got the most Jordans. All blacks don't support any blacks. And all blacks don't want to start businesses. And all blacks do is rob, kill people, gang members. All of the women are just degenerate and have a bunch of kids. All of the men are just trying to kill each other. Like, that's just all blacks. That'd be the shit I be talking about, bro. Y'all niggas be so fucking disingenuous, bro. And the shit that y'all be saying. And y'all can't actually like debate logically. The stuff that y'all say is just, I want to be against the grain. We have a certain community in the black community, right, that has this mindset because they're different than the liberal Democrat. They have to be on the other side of it so they can feel better about themselves. So every single thing that the majority agree with, they have to disagree with it no matter what. But then if they disagree with it, they can't even argue why they disagree with it with facts and context. They can't do that. Everything that they say is just, yep, and that's different. Yep, yeah, sure. And then when you ask them, okay, cool, can you break that down logically with context and numbers and stats and facts? I see it sometimes. Exactly. Nigga, you can't. You a fucking idiot. We have a community of black people like that for sure. They have to be on the contrary. They got to be on the contrary because it's cool. It's cool to be the different black person who's the thinker. They want to be the thinker of the group and shit. Weird motherfuckers like that. They always want to be the thinker.